Today in the Boot Guy, we're looking at the Wolverine 1000-mile original boot in brown. So when I was asked to do a couple reviews on the Wolverine 1000-mile boots, I had to think about it for about a split second. Now, I've seen these on shelves. I've never had a pair come to me in a box before. And that's kind of what I want to show you guys today. I want to unbox this boot because Wolverine takes a heritage boot and really pushes the whole packaging thing so that it feels like you're actually getting something for your money from this boot. Now, something that I feel gets overlooked a lot in the whole heritage boot market is the initial packaging. Some of the companies do a great job of sending along things inside the box, like bags to polish the shoes and bags to hold the shoes in when you're not wearing them, and I really like that. But the overall packaging that you get your $360, $400, $500 handmade boots in sometimes is kind of shabby. It's just kind of like a nice imported Chinese boot. Now the Wolverine 1000-mile, the first time I got this box, I was blown away by the caliber of the box. And I understand, it's just a box. But the box is just as important sometimes as what's inside it. The packaging kind of makes the whole presentation. So looking at this beautiful box, I kind of knew that what I was going to take out of this was going to be stunning. So beautiful box, right? Everything is finished off. When you open it up, this is what it looks like. A beautiful little card. This black fabric, which is a polishing cloth for your boots. And when you open them up, look at that. I mean, that beautiful vintage looking boot is inside this beautiful box with this beautiful cloth. When you take out the other one, you realize that it's got a beautiful leather stamped hang tag. And it's just stunning. The packaging here was just completely stunning. And something that's nice is they send along the little Horween card so you know which leather you are getting in your boot. If you want to know more about Horween, I will have a posting on my website all about Horween leather, the Chrome XL, and just the company in general. And you got to look really deep into their website. You will see some beautiful items made from their leather. So out of the box, one of the first things that you're going to notice about this boot is just how beautiful and stunning it is. If you can appreciate something that is built in this old heritage style. The way they finish off the top of the boot in this beautiful little arc, this is something you don't really see, and this just adds a level of class and quality to the boot. Now, another step is adding some speed laces to the boot. Most of the time, all these heritage boots are eyelids all the way up, so that means you actually have to take some time getting them on and off, lacing up your boot. Wolverine understands that getting a boot on and off, not necessarily quickly, but easily, is a really important thing. Now the sole is a leather stack sole, and you guys know that this isn't made for durability at all. And you can argue that fact all day long, but compared to a urethane sole, leather is not going to be as strong. Now, the one thing you can do with a leather welted sole like such is you can put a new one on. But at the same time, it only takes a few sharp objects in order to start scarring this thing up or to penetrate it and basically destroy it. So you're not going to be kicking shovels and you're not going to be using this as your work boot. This is going to be strictly as your weekend casual boot. Or if you're lucky enough to work in an office, this can be your everyday boot. Now Wolverine did use a Vibram rubber heel, so you're going to get a lot of use and a lot of wear out of this heel section. Now it's not the thickest, but that's a good thing because it doesn't interrupt the whole fit and shape of the boot by putting on an extra heavy piece of rubber back here. Now this Horween Chrome XL leather, it's amazing. It is some beautiful stuff. It feels great. It looks great. Now out of the box, it's waxy. These dress boots, they're always going to be a bit waxy. Don't freak out. Just buff them. Wipe it down with the cloth that they send it along with. And every so often, every 2 or 3 days as you're wearing them, wipe them down again. Keep forcing that wax back into the boot. Keep that boot looking nice and clean and allow it to get that age patina that you're striving for in a vintage looking boot like this. Now inside this boot, what you're gonna find is a nice leather insole, a hard footbed. And these leather insoles, these leather outsoles, they break in over time. They form to your foot. Out of the box, the original 1000 Mile Wolverine, it's gonna be a little snug. It's gonna actually fit. You're gonna feel it pushing on parts of your foot. You probably normally don't feel it. Now, you have to understand that these boots need time to shape and grow to your foot. So if you plan on taking a 10-mile hike out of the box, you're gonna have some sore, hurting feet. But if you can allow a couple of weeks over the course of a month to just wear this thing in slowly, one day on, one day off, before you know it, this will become your main go-to set of footwear. Now personally, I love the boot. I love the materials they use. I love the way it's sewn together, the way it fits, everything about the boot. So as I was looking them over, kind of looking for defects, kind of looking for things that show the hand of the artist that built this boot, the one thing I did find was right here. Right in the stitching of the sole, right at the tip of the toe, right at the place where you're probably gonna bang the crap out of the sole, the bobbin didn't fully catch on the machine that sews the sole down. I'm not saying that it's gonna fall apart here. This is going to become a weak spot for the sole, so over time, this might start to deteriorate. Now you're just gonna break the stitches through and you're probably gonna peel back the sole. Nothing that a cobbler can't fix, nothing that sending these back to Wolverine for a resoling can't be done or fixed right off the bat. But you gotta look them over. You gotta remember that these are being built in an old-fashioned classic way. More than likely, they're using old-fashioned classic materials and tools. So sometimes things are gonna happen. So that's the Wolverine 1000 Mile original boot in brown Porine Chrome XL leather. Hey, if you own a pair of these Wolverine original 1000 Mile boots, please comment below. Let guys know about how long the leather sole lasted you and what type of environment you're wearing these. Hey, if you want to see some really good detailed photos of this pair of boots, or if you want to take a look at the stitching that I was talking about here in the sole, swing by thebootguy.com. There I'll have some high resolution photos on the whole boot, and I'll have some really tight photos on the stitching all through the boot. Hey, please don't forget to hit my subscribe button below. It really helps out. And also remember, you can always follow me on Twitter and Instagram. I like to post up photos of boots and talk about boots all day long. So if you're interested, shoot over there, click that follow button for me. Hey, if you should have any questions about picking up a pair of these boots, or if you're wondering about the resoling process, feel free to shoot me over an email. All right, until the next time, I'm the Boot Guy. Thanks a lot for watching.